Good morning. It's 10:45 on Friday the 28th of September, and here I am in the waiting shelter at Ferryside station. I've just arrived on the train from Gowertown, and now I'm walking back as far as I can towards Gowertown, and hopefully I should reach Llanelli with a bit of luck, but you never know what might happen between here and there. The weather's in stark contrast to yesterday, where it was very misty and foggy to start with, but it cleared up later. But this morning there's not a cloud to be seen in the sky, but with that there's a stiff little breeze, and it's cooled the temperature down a little bit, even though it's going to be big suns all day according to the BBC weather forecast, but it's not going to reach much more than sort of 16 to 17 degrees. The wind is swirling around. I hope I've just made it in time to go to the Ferryside cabin just around the corner, because breakfast finishes at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to pop round there, fill up with fuel, nice big breakfast, and then head on my way. I also noticed as I came in on the train that the ferry that has been much talked about over the last couple of days is actually just on the beach, so I'm going to go and take some video of that as well, and that will all answer a few questions in people's minds about what this ferry looks like and its wheels and all this kind of thing. Across then, David?
Yes, I've got my residence ticket.
Oh, really? Well, I'm only just outside of Ferryside now, and I've bumped into this gentleman who's given me loads of top tips about the places to see on my aiming for Llanelli. And your name, sir?
Clive.
Clive. And are you a local man, Clive?
Llwyn Hendy man.
Oh, right. And you're obviously out on your bike today.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
This is a regular thing for you then?
Once a week down here.
Yes.
Then the opposite direction.
Yes.
Same, in the week.
And you've been doing this for years then, I guess. Cycling,
yeah, a number of years
your
now,
thing
yes,
rather than walking.
Yes, I like cycling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you cover long distances? How far would you ride in a day?
45 is the most I do in a day.
45 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I find that sufficient.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed with the Welsh people who have all been so helpful and kind to me while I've been passing through Wales, and I've walked right from all the way around the coast up to now to here, and
yeah.
I'm just on the last leg now towards the Severn Bridge, and it's been fabulous. I've really enjoyed it, and the scenery and the people. It's been lovely.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Clive. Very nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you too.
Thanks for all your advice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye bye now. Bye bye. 3:30 now, and I'm just making my way across Pembury Forest, which is giving me a bit of shelter from a little bit of a chillier wind that's come up, and I've put my hat and coat back on again because it's apart from the fact that I'm in a forest and so there's not a great deal of sunshine, but it has definitely cooled off. On saying that, it's been a beautiful day, perfect walking conditions, and most of it's been on tarmac, which was different to yesterday where I was going through woods and fields and everything. This is a completely different day today, but I'm making pretty good progress today. I'm quite pleased with the way I'm going and the way I'm walking. I'm walking perfectly okay. I haven't got any problems at all. My feet are just a little bit sore, but I'm going to give them a really good soak tonight and give them a bit of attention. But my legs, my knees, my thighs, my groin, everything is working fantastic. In fact, after this break that I had last week, even though it took me a while to get back into it on the Monday and I felt a bit stiff, since then, these last 3 days where I've been putting in some big days, and I'm feeling great, and I'm quite excited that I'm probably going to make it to Llanelli tonight, which is not that far from Gowerton, so it possibly means that tomorrow could be the last day that I'll be using the train service, and I've got to say it's been absolutely spot on, and I'm really glad that I came up with that idea. I was talking at length with the lady, very nice lady, who runs the campsite with her husband when I booked another 4 nights, and I was asking her about if there are any more of the caravan and campervan club sites anywhere, and there's another one of size which is open all year round at Newport, which is alright, it's the other side of Cardiff, but it doesn't really matter again because I've got this railway line to fall back on, and from an economy point of view, when you think about the amount of money that I've spent on campsites over the last, say, month as an example, when I was on the Pembrokeshire coast and this, I did a lot of wild camping. I haven't really spent much at all on campsites, and so it balances itself out. So what I saved then, I'm spending now, plus the railway journeys, but as I said earlier, I'm not spending any money at all on diesel or doing any driving. I haven't got any anxiety about finding a decent place to stay or a safe place. It really has sort of settled me down into a good frame of mind for this, and even though it seems a complete waste of time walking up this Towie river in some ways, it's all part of the coastal path, and these are relatively easy miles, and if I'm to be quite honest with you, I just want to get the miles in and get this job done on this river and get back onto some nice scenery. Like, as an example, what I'm going to experience, everybody tells me the Gower Peninsula is well worth a walk, but logistically it could be a little bit dodgy, but I haven't really looked into it in serious depth yet. I've just had a quick look at it, and I'll sit and work something out tomorrow. I will be walking again tomorrow, being Saturday. Not sure whether I'll be walking on Sunday because I'm not sure whether there's going to be a bus service on the Gower Peninsula, and these are the things which I need to investigate, and I can do that. I mentioned earlier about my daughter Sam, who lives in Manchester, kindly offered me a weekend of rest in Manchester with a couple of nights out, and it'd be lovely to see the grandchildren again and have a good time with Rick. And I want him to kind of have a good look at my phone for me, because I've got to admit I'm not good at iPhones, it's something relatively new to me. I've only had one for about a year, and a lot of it confuses me completely, if I'm to be honest. I'm a bit old school really. I didn't really start with an iPhone until I was nearly 70, and so it's really strange the things that I can do, but there's some of the simpler tasks I just can't get my head round, and I don't want to make a mess of it. And my daughter Sam also said that she's got some tickets in Warrington for us to go and see a comedian, which I'm not sure whether she'd be your cup of tea particularly, because she can be a little bit blue. But if you want to check out Sarah Millican, she's hilarious. I think so anyway, it's my opinion. And going to see her live would be wonderful. And there's one or two little things that need doing on the van as well. I've noticed I'm having a slight problem with the glow plug for starting it. It's misbehaving a little bit, which worries me, and I need to get that fixed. I don't want to be out in the wilds of Somerset or Cornwall or wherever and have a problem, and so I've been very careful about things like that. So it's going okay. I think I've still got maybe another couple of hours of walking in me. I'm not sure exactly how many miles I've done yet, but I know certainly for the last 3 days I've done more than 15 miles a day, and which is quite good going. And while the weather's like this, it's very important that I really do take advantage of this glorious sunshine, and it's an absolute bonus. Didn't expect this at all, and it's forecast to be like this for at least another week, so I can really get stuck in, bite the bullet and get marching. Here I am walking along this beach, and I'm not quite entirely sure where I am, but I know I've come off the beach in probably less than a mile, and I bumped into Martina and her son, and his name is Tom, and he's just woke up, so he's not looking very happy. So do you do this very often then, Martina? Just come and sit on the beach?
We've come down from Gloucestershire, so we're just having a weekend.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Break,
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, just discovered this beach by luck.
I didn't know that beaches like this existed in this country, to be honest with you.
It's wonderful.
I came past Pendine Beach, which is on the other side, when I was walking around the other side of the estuary, because I've had to go right up to Carmarthen and all the way down this side, which has added about 80 miles to it all. You know. Hello. Hey, have you come to say hello as well? Oh, hello. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. But no, it's going really well. You know. Oops, he's run off. So anyway, have a nice time.
Thank you, and good
hello,
luck with
this is your other
walk.
son,
This
is it?
Harry, yeah.
That's Harry. Hello, Harry.
Can you say hello?
Yeah. Okay, been nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you, and good luck with the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much.
Should we say bye-bye?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh,
He's a
bye.
bit grumpy, isn't he? And mind you, I'm always like that when I wake up after an afternoon nap. It always takes me an hour to get my head together, about 3 cups of tea. Okay.
All right. Good luck with it.
Okay, thank you. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, I've come off the beach now, and I'm not far now from Berryport, and I bumped into Dom and just had a bit of a quick conversation with him. And Dom was telling me, and I was quite interested in what he was actually saying about the sky and the effect of aerosols. Can you just run across that again, please, Dom? Tell me what you worried about, because it is a worry, isn't it?
It's a very, very big worry. Well, straight away, before I start getting lost in, because I'm not an expert, but there are many experts.
Yes.
I urge everyone, apart from looking up and seeing the freaky skies that we're seeing all the time now.
Yes.
This week here, Monday all day, yesterday afternoon, and today. It's like being in a science fiction movie, and everyone's it's conspiracy theory, chemtrails. Chemtrails isn't really the proper term, but the psychopaths that are doing it have used that in the past. But it's geoengineering.
Yes.
And there's a website called geoengineeringwatch.org by a man called Dane Wigington, who lives in the west of America in California, which has had very intensive geoengineering.
Yes.
And it's there's so much going on with it. It's sinister to say the least, but there's lots of heavy metals in it.
Yes.
Aluminium, strontium, barium, I think, and many others.
Yes.
In nanoparticles, these things are, a billionth of a meter, can't be filtered out. Been linked to autism, dementia, but there's a lot more to it than that. It's all connected to 5G,
Yes.
which many people are starting to talk about, and yeah, it's very, very, very depressing. Don't really know what to do. I'm not really on social media.
Right.
Trying to just talk to people I meet, like I've done now with this nice guy Jim.
Well, thank you very
And
much.
check out the website. There's many other people talking about it. There's a woman called Ilana Freeland as well.
Yes.
She talks about this a bit, but also a lot about 5G, and this is where it's all heading. AI.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I don't want to use words like Armageddon. I'm not religious,
Right.
but that would be quite a reasonable word to use.
Really?
Check it out. Look up.
I better get this walk finished then, aren't I?
Yeah. No, I think you've got time for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it's taken me a long time to realise. Many people have now realised that, the world's being run by psychopaths. Wake up, world.
Right.
Join together. Get information up.
Yeah.
Speak about it.
Well, this is incredible. This is incredible. Well.
I've
Dom,
not
what can I say,
not done my own research. All I've done is I've had.
So what can we do about it then? I mean, when you say you've got a sort of a website and this and that and the other, how can you get to grips with the people who are kind of, when you say about 5G, what needs to be done to stop this happening? I mean, everyone's been on about the ozone layer and all this business for many years.
Yeah, I mean the whole climate change, climate warming thing's a bit of a smokescreen. No one can really deny with a straight face that human activity, fossil fuels and everything has not had an effect. But it's a smokescreen. People talking about that the sea level is going to be rising in 30 years or whatever. No, it's a smokescreen. We're talking now. This is happening now.
Yeah.
They're not denying that it's going on. They can't deny that there's such a thing as geoengineering anymore. But they say it's I think it's solar radiation management, basically trying to buy themselves time to cool down the planet.
Yes.
A bit in the short term. Yeah, basically just to buy themselves time. but they're making it a lot worse.
Right.
A lot worse. You know, listen to this guy Dane Wigington and others like him. He's an expert.
Well,
all I've
I'll have a
done
look
is
at
listen
that.
to
I'm
these
always
people.
interested in. Is there anything on YouTube and stuff like, you know? Or,
Yeah, there's plenty.
Does he have a channel on YouTube?
He's
So I can tell all my YouTube
very,
sort of
very
followers to have a look at
outspoken.
that as well. Then, and you know that you know, if anybody's interested in this,
Absolutely.
it would be worth
Yeah.
kind of spreading the word.
Yeah. This may be going off subject a bit, but what got me started was 16 years later finding out that 9/11 is the official story is lies from start to finish.
Right.
And as I say, I'm going off topic quickly. I don't want to waste time on the video, but to explain how I got here.
Right.
I was very concerned about the Islamisation of Europe and everything, so I was trying to talk to people about that for the last year, including in Malaysia and Thailand and travelling abroad. And that's all true. That's all real. But
Yeah.
it's the whole thing. Everything has been created by the same psychopaths that did 9/11.
Yeah.
Watch the evidence. It's an unimaginable thing. That's why most people don't watch it. Watch the evidence and go from there.
Well, brilliant, Don. Thank you very much indeed.
All the
Thank you.
All
Thank
the
you.
best, people. Take care.
Wow, look at that. So I'm only 2.4k now from Burry Port, I've just been informed, and I've met these people on this wonderful steam locomotive. What would you call it? What's the real name for this? Is it?
It's a steam traction.
A traction, yeah, a traction.
A road locomotive.
Your name, sir?
Roger Cull.
Roger and...
Fran.
So what are you doing here with this then? You just come tearing up the road here, and I'm just wondering why you're here and what you're going to do. So there's an event, obviously.
Yeah, the next place along Pembury Park.
Oh
There's
yes.
a steam rally there over the weekend.
Ah.
We're there for that.
So will there be lots of people like you, this kind of enthusiast, or all different models
yeah, I
and
think
different
there's about
sizes?
50 of these.
Really?
Plus about 100 railway locomotives. Like that.
Wow. Wow. And so how far have you travelled in this now then, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we've left the park
Yes.
at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock,
We've
yeah.
been to Burry Port. Now we're on
Right.
the way back to the...
But now you're on your way back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, well. Well, how unusual. And how long have you been into, you know, is this your locomotive? This is...
yeah, this is mine. It's 18 months old.
Right.
I've been into steam for the past 30 years. So.
Wow.
Longer than 30
Well,
years.
yeah.
You had a train set, mate.
So you'd be about 70-ish then?
Yeah.
Well, big-ish.
Pardon?
Big-ish.
Right. And obviously you obviously take a, you know, an interest in what your husband's doing. But
No, I just come along for the ride.
yes. Right. Okay then. So that's it. You're
Literally, yes.
okay. Well, it's very unusual to meet you, and thank you very much indeed for this.
All right.
And I'll be putting this on YouTube, and it'll be on tomorrow morning. So
Oh,
I'll
blimey.
give you a card, and you can have a look at it.
Well,
So
When we get back
what are you
home, we'll
walking for? Is that, are you doing for a charity or
No, I'm 70 this year, so I'm just
just something you're going to do?
yeah.
Fantastic.
And I'm 1,500 miles into it now. I've been doing
Wow.
it for 5 months.
Are you going
But
as well?
I've still
No.
got a long way to go. No, I've just met this guy. He's another very interesting guy. He's been telling me all about the ozone layer and the clouds and
Oh, wow.
you know, all this sort of stuff. And,
Fantastic.
but anyway, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Lovely.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Nice
Good
to
luck
meet
with
you.
the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's 10 to 7 now, and the sun is just about to set behind the buildings off to my right. I'm sat outside the Burry Motorcycle Club pub. I'm not sure whether I'm eligible to be in here, but I probably pass for a biker. I'm looking at a clock, it says 10 to 7, and literally 40 yards across the road is a railway station, and my train is due at 7:15, so I've got just enough time to have a quick pint of Stella, and I'll be back again in Gowerton in sort of 20 minutes on the train, and then it's about a mile to walk back. And it's been a very, very good day. It's been very productive. Enjoyed it. It's been quite lively. I've got to be honest with you, as I'm walking down this river, which I seem to curse really, in that it's such a long way to walk inland, I'm warming to this countryside and the Welsh people. And here in Berryport, I'm going to be back here tomorrow morning to finish off this part of the walk back to the campsite, which should be about maybe 15 miles. But today I've walked 37,000 steps, which is 18 to 19 miles. I knew it was a long walk, but I've met some very nice people. The scenery's been stunning. Walking along a beach that must have been about 4 miles long. That's the first time I've done that. And the weather's been absolutely perfect, and it's been great. Loved it.